just a
Well,
hyper aggressive
while
early
you
go.
while you speculate, I'll take us over to draft because teams have already started the bans. And, we've got Gangplank and Zerath in the for Sentry Esports band away, as well as Vel'Koz and Lux once again for GFG. Keep going with your point though, Kang, because I think it was related to what we might see here.
Yeah, as you saw there, Unknown Shadow or Unknown Shadow for the rest of us, Stefano.
Just going full phonetic right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Had seen some pretty good play. He was able to punish a lot of mistakes that Arvita was making in the mid game. And you see the Yi ban, I honestly would have preferred the Yi pick, but
Sure.
Honestly, I think if you put Unknown Shadow on a carry and then support that with tank top, Mordekaiser's still a good pick, I think, if he can respect the enemy jungler's presence. I think I don't know if it's first pick worthy, but maybe they wanted to take that away from George Foreman.
Yeah. Yeah, and we know that Dragon King is comfortable on that champion. He's played it a lot already in this season. So, yeah, like it's exactly like as you say, he's trying to avoid jungle pressure here, which is something he did not accomplish in game one. That was really the beginning of the snowball here. But Senna is the first pick for GFG.
Senna Maokai. Not all that surprising. Senna really easy to win lane with. Maokai very similar to the Ornn that was picked last game. Just a nice, easy engage tank to pick the fights when they want to take them.
Yeah, is there any chance this Maokai goes into the support role and the Senna is the ADC, or is that pretty much out of the question here?
You know, that wouldn't be that bad. I mean, it wouldn't be good, but it wouldn't be that
bad. You always have to wonder with these leagues because people get their comfort picks and more or less ignore the meta, which I always like to see, honestly. So I'm rooting for that. But Maokai into Mordekaiser, nothing wrong with that. Definitely. Mordekaiser, I would say, generally wins the lane, but it definitely is pretty safe and you can survive pretty well as Maokai. Now the Caitlyn comes in as the response to the Senna. And we still don't know if that Senna is support or marksman role, but Caitlyn is the response regardless. And once again, the comfort pick, the one trick, as he is clearly showing himself, Deadfish on Nico.
Yeah, honestly, back to that support point, Stefan and I have been discussing the roles of support and top, and we've been noticing that supports that are overtuned become top laners, and top laners that are undertuned become supports. So a lot of leeway there.
To see ya.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room to grow there for the Maokai.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see what that how that transpires as the second ban phase is coming through. But Azir has been picked, and this matchup definitely Nico is able to play this matchup, but if you get a kill as Azir and you can stand closer to the front minion wave, you can stand closer to sort of your opponent's attack range into that into those melee minions, then you're in a really good spot as Azir because of all that auto attack damage you can get in with the soldiers. So Nico definitely wanting to watch out for that and not let Azir get too far ahead in this lane.
Ooh, karma ban.
The respect coming out from George Foreman Grill, taking away Zach Masters.
Yeah, that just warms my heart, honestly.
That's fair. He was kind of a monster on that.
Yeah, it was scary. Like Zac Attack was always there, and there were definitely some fights that were the tide was completely turned by Zac Attack on that karma. Nautilus banned out. They say you ban our support, we ban yours, and they don't want that crowd control in the bot lane. But Lulu as well. They are really, really afraid of some sort of protect the jungler composition because they realize Unknown Shadow has got a lot of presence in this game.
Yeah,
looks like. Go for it.
Sona, Janna, still open.
Oh, yeah.
Still possible.
We got options, man. We got Yumi up. We got options here.
Maybe what they're scared of is that because they're the grill team, they're scared that the other members are gonna pick these grill supports on them, and then so they just gotta ban them all away, you know?
Maybe we'll talk about it in the post-game interview. As the last ban is pending for Sentry Esports. See what they want to ban out here. There is still the either bot or support and the jungle to be picked for GFG, but of course, a couple of picks that are flexible here for GFG, and so you've got to really wonder exactly what needs to occur here for the ban, what they want to target. And there's the Samira ban. So even though Samira really was not at all the high impact champion last game, that designation was more for the Xerath and the Kindred. Still not interested in that. An interesting choice, though, not to ban out Kindred, because definitely that was the more dangerous marksman in the composition last game.
All right, if they pick Fiora here, and if it's Maokai support, I'm gonna be a little bit tilted. I'm gonna be excited, but I'm gonna be tilted that West somehow figured that out.
I mean, yeah, maybe it's just premonition, but there is the lock-in, baby. 1 point for me, and the fact is, Maokai technically can jungle as well. So even there's even more to think about here, but I would guess it's Maokai support. Maokai has got a lot of tools that you can use whether you've got items or not, and so it works okay in the support role certainly. But Fiora versus Mordekaiser, with a really strong player there up there in the top lane, it is going to be pretty tough for Dragon King. He really, really needs to avoid that jungle pressure because these champions both snowball hard in this top lane.
Ooh, Ziggs.
Yeah, Ziggs actually locked in, and so what? Ziggs. My best guess is that it's a Ziggs support. I am not sure. I'm not at all sure where this is going. I just don't know. I mean, there is no champion here that looks like it can jungle. So, really, really not sure what is going on with that. But I imagine it's support, and there's the echo. So yeah, Ziggs support it is, unless if they switched around and it's Nico support. Yeah, that definitely is a possibility as well. Last pick is there is a jungler being hovered, and so Maokai support. I should trust my instincts because the Maokai support is what's happening. Lee Sin is going into the jungle.
Might be Lee Sin support. It slows.
Shut up.
Slows. It slows movement speed is all I'm saying. He's got a good CC in his ult.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
Yeah,
Lee Sin can be used for peel as well.
Exactly.
Truth be told, Lee Sin is actually only being hovered so far, so there's no lock-in yet. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's the Zac. So even less likely of a support.
No.
Yeah, Zac support. I mean, I'm sure it's been tried. I wouldn't be surprised at all, Stefano, if you had tried it.
It is not good. It is aggressively bad.
So Stefano confirming he has tried Zac support, and we're back to the Red Bull analyst desk. But both of you have picked George Forman Grill for 2 points for our prediction leaderboard this game. So we're going to see if George Forman Grill can take this game and make this series 2-0, or if Sentry Esports can pull off the upset and extend the series to a third. We will see you in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 is what we have on our hands right now for Sentry versus GFG. And George Forman Grill, while they did win convincingly in some ways, in Game 1, they were challenged by some of the star players coming in from Sentry Esports. We will see if Sentry is able to leverage that skill into a win in Game 2. Over on the red side this time are George Forman Grill. Meanwhile, it is Sentry on blue this time with the first pick, Mordekaiser. So, yeah, we'll see, what are these comps looking like, Kang, in comparison to last game? Who do you think won the draft here?
I mean, it's pretty tough to say simply because I don't know enough about this Ziggs support. I suspect. Yeah. Wow. English.
Try that one more time.
Yeah. I suspect that it's because they want to maybe have a lot of siege pressure and a lot of tower damage so that they can take objectives around the map.
Mhm.
Maybe they'll try to have Zack Attack replicate last game, but instead of
Mhm.
the Karma giving a little bit of more support, Ziggs will be able to
Sure.
give a lot more damage. Maybe pick somebody with the Satchel Charge, do a lot of damage to towers that way. Oh,
What?
Was that?
That was Deadfish's
Yep,
flash.
Deadfish. Yep, Deadfish used his flash. Oops.
Look,
Missing pings coming down, and that is unfortunate.
oh, it is gonna be Nico support actually. Oh yeah, you guys see
Oh,
the
so
spell
they've
pierce.
switched Zack Attack to mid. There we go. So
Oh.
that's a good call. I was going to say there's no denying Ziggs and Caitlyn would be an insane tower pushing combo, but Ziggs is mid
Oh.
and Nico is support. So Deadfish
Uh-oh.
with no flash.
Well, no flash. If only they knew Deadfish
Yeah.
didn't have flash.
No
But
ward on that.
But they don't, so
Yeah.
they just back off and take the trade. Wow.
a little bit of a. It was a little bit unfortunate for Bog and Zizzers. The whole plan foiled by someone that wards that bush. No one
Yeah.
ever wards that bush.
That's true. That it is unusual to ward that, but Deadfish being very careful this time, so manages to avoid that. And yeah, eyes on the top lane this time. Dragon King really has to avoid those early deaths like last time, and really has to avoid the pressure from Arvida. And if he is able to, Mordekaiser can definitely do well in this lane, especially going into the mid game. Once you get it really late, you do not want to be putting Fiora in the Death Realm anymore, because that is a champion that will 1v1 you. But this early on, Dragon King just has to pick up the farm pace a little bit, because 5 to 12 already there. And here's the flash.
Twisted advance
Flash.
coming in with the elastic slingshot. No flash on Deadfish means no HP either, and that's going to be a quick first blood for our Arvidia.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate there. Deadfish once again feeling sad about having blown that flash, and we are going to see if they're able to snowball that. It is the Senna down in the bot lane with the Maokai, and you know, we're talking about unusual supports. Maokai is another one. See how they can use that, but Shadow might have Arvida caught here.
Looking at Arvida, gonna get the passive proc, doesn't quite have enough damage, but Ziggs Bombs comes in, is gonna proc the passive. Lucan flash in, Unknown Shadow forced to go into his W, flashing out just in time, and that is gonna save Arvidia's life. Nice play by both Lucan and Unknown Shadow.
Yeah, Unknown Shadow with kind of sick mechanics there, flashing or getting into the shield to stun and then flashing the wall to get away. They burn the ignite out of Lucan and the flash, and they get away, and Unknown Shadow gets away. So just, I would say in general, great play there from the jungler, and nice support there coming in from Zack Attack.
And even burn the Zac passive as well.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly.
Exactly. I'm sorry. But
Yeah,
it's not even Zack Attack doing it.
Yeah, I know. You know, speaking of Zack Attack, I do like that since these are the two best performing members of the team, Zack and Unknown Shadow, that they've put them on as the mid jungle duo. You know, clearly Zack totally comfortable playing in the mid lane, and so you having them as that 2v2 with the Ziggs Echo could be very strong.
Side, Unknown Shadow gonna find our Vidia in the jungle, gets 2 procs to passive off. He's gonna force the flash out under tower. Nice awareness by Unknown Shadow. It looks like they might go for the 2v2 dive as Negster goes in, and maybe, yeah, as our Vidia backs, so is Unknown Shadow. They're not gonna go for the dive. As I say that though, Negster goes in, Unknown Shadow goes in, misses the stun, backs up, 1 tower shot within death, not quite there. And, Negster going in, fraction of an HP left on Unknown Shadow, but not enough to take the kill. As Zizzard lands the W on him, stuns up Mako, but not going to lead to a kill.
Yeah, good try there by Unknown Shadow, and he actually really does have a lot of control of Arvida's jungle here, playing very, very well indeed on this Echo so far. And Arvida is feeling the heat here in his own jungle, has been caught out twice already and had to flash and had the passive popped. So Unknown Shadow continuing to show that he is, you know, formidable in the jungle position, even against, you know, higher ranked teams. So nice job there. And we do see an even trade. In fact, the CS is even or even a little bit ahead for Zack Attack in the mid lane. So nice job on the Ziggs there. But here's the stun.
Twisted advance lands onto Mako. Mako, not long for the world, has a nice flash on the elastic slingshot, but still ends up going down. But fortunately, Deadfish is going to be able to walk away with that. Just a quick 1-for-0 with the kill going over to the support Maokai.
Yeah, good try there by Mako. Even went back to try and get a little bit of lifesteal from another auto attack, but it just wasn't enough to survive that ignite. But here's the dive.
Twisted advance, but Unknown Shadow already there. Just going to go onto Bog. Soon get the passive proc off, but not going to be enough damage, and just going to decide, no, I'm not going. Zizzer's playing a little bit aggressively. Unknown Shadow coming up. Ziggs ulti comes in, does a little bit of damage. Going to put Zizzers and Bog on the run as Unknown Shadow chases. Our video is right on the top side. As the camera pans away, wanting to see this, Lucan comes down. Nexter's going in top lane and gonna flash and gonna be able to Q Dragon King. Gonna get this kill quickly as we go back to the bot side, and it looks like it was a 2-for-1 in total, I believe.
Yeah, lots happening there on the map, and our directed camera couldn't figure out which to focus on, but it definitely was the advantage. Indeed, the advantage definitely was in the favor of GFG in that play. You see the farm difference. Mako's really struggling in the farm. Is half the amount of CS here as Senna. Zizzer's doing a nice job poking out there. But yeah, Unknown Shadow once again showing up when he needed to. Zack Attack with a nice roam as well to put that pressure down, and this game's looking a little closer.
Yeah, definitely looking a lot better for Sentry this time around. Do have to say, I really don't like the CS difference right now. I think that, especially with the recent changes to Kate, nerfing her early power as well as her movement speed, I think you really have to make sure that you play through Caitlyn when you pick her. I think she's picked mostly for the siege, and you can only really siege, right? So
yep.
I think a little bit more pressure bot side from Unknown Shadow could play well into their win condition. I think that while he's been getting pretty good invades in and blown flashes here, I think a little more attention should be paid to the bot lane if you're going to draft a Caitlyn, because the reason Caitlyn is good is not because she's OP broken, it's because she's really strong at sieging. She's really strong at making sure you can't even walk up to defend your tower.
And they can't siege right now. Look at this two-man gank coming in onto the bot lane.
Dog and Lucan coming in, twisted advance, followed by the good old-fashioned Shurima shuffle. Now Deadfish is going to live up to his name, flopping like a fish out of water and soon to be dead, flashing just because he heard my fish out of water metaphor. Thank you for living up to it, Deadfish. As Nagster is going to go in on Dragon King, ult comes down, Elastic Slingshot comes down as well. Dragon King gets CC'd up, and that's going to be a quick 3 kills across the map for this side of George Forman's grill.
Yeah, Dragon King not even bothering with the ultimate in that particular situation. Death Realm not very useful there, as both champions were going to win that duel against him, and they're going to be able to take down a bunch of tower plates as well. Here's Unknown Shadow coming in from behind them, though.
Dragon King doesn't have TP up, so he's got to be a little bit careful, and he is just going to decide to clear the wave and back off. Probably the smart play as Bog and Zizzers continue to siege down bottom lane.
There's Deadfish getting a nice stun and some good poke there onto Zizzers. So that's, that Nico, very comfortable champion for Deadfish in support or mid lane. But Deadfish hasn't been having the best of games so far. Both flashes that he has used have gone to absolutely nothing, as we mentioned before. So that's just a little unfortunate there. But still, mid lane looks pretty even here. Zack Attack is able to stay more or less even in farm. Actually, no, Zack Attack's quite far ahead in farm. Lucan not able to do much in terms of lane pressure here against the longer range Ziggs. Nice double root there.
Yeah, nice double root. Twisted Advance still does go in, diving tower, but Bog very low now, and so is Zizzers. Ulti gonna come out and force the enemy bot lane out, but bit off a little bit more than they can chew, and just has to use the ult just to stay alive for it.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Slingshot comes in and forces the flash out. of Zack Attack. Sorry to cut you off, Wes.
No worries. Yeah, that is what was happening, and that is definitely worthwhile to talk about. But Unknown Shadow is coming in here.
Unknown Shadow coming in, gonna proc the passive, gonna get the shield, but a flash heal from Zizzers keeps him nice and safe, stopping any kills from going to Unknown Shadow, which is probably for the best if you're on the side of George Foreman Grill.
Yeah, once again, nice gank there from Unknown Shadow. Very successful. Deadfish with the stun. Oh, no!
Oh, but bursted by Zizzers. Now in the mid lane, or Ravidia hitting both them, is able to burst down Unknown Shadow before he's able to get his Chrono Shift off. Zack attack trying to run away. Lucan gonna flash the wall and throw up some Sand Soldiers. Gonna be able to take out the deal. Shuffle misses, but he's still gonna get it. And the top lane is just Dragon King and Negster slapping each other, unlikely to end in a kill. But as I say that, Negster going for the all-in, and Dragon King commits the ult, so does Negster. He's going to pop all the vitals, going to get his healing up just in time, and with that, he's going to switch the fight. But Dragon King with a nice flash out just at the last second, he's going to walk back up to the wave just to get that CS, saying, you know what, you won't kill me, I don't think you can, and just going to get the CS and walk away.
Yeah, definitely an interesting trade there. And Bog now taking a bunch of poke here from the Caitlyn and Nico. Deadfish pulling up his bootstraps a little bit here and getting a little bit of damage down on the bot lane counterparts here against George Foreman Grill. So nice job there by the Nico. Mako going for that headshot. And here's Unknown Shadow again.
Unknown Shadow coming in, does get stunned up with the Twisted Advance, but our Vidia's here as well. Ulti from Maokai comes in. Deadfish ulti comes in as well. Is able to get the Zac, but the Zizzer's ult comes down and is able to snipe out the Caitlyn. Then Deadfish falls soon after. Unknown Shadow, the only player on the Sentry left alive, but the Shurima Shuffle isn't even necessary with the quick EQ combo. Elastic Slingshot then goes in onto Zac attack, hits him, but the nice satchel charge gets him to safety just in time.
All right, now George Foreman Grill are realizing, all right, Sentry's got some tricks up their sleeve. We can't be going ham every single time, and so they're playing a little bit back and letting Sentry make the mistakes. George Foreman Grill looking really much better in this game as well. It's unfortunate for Sentry because they're looking good. They're looking better in this game too, but George Foreman Grill have also stepped it up. So still quite the advantage coming over to George Foreman Grill. 13-2 kills in 13 minutes here. So Dragon King struggling in the top lane as all the other laners as well. But Negster, not a lot of mana here.
Dragon King getting low, but they're just going to choose to walk off as they go for the dive mid lane. Shurima Shuffle comes in on the already immobile Zac attack. No sums, no life, and Zac attack goes down. This is a very fed Lucan.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucan once again picking up a bunch of kills here and is going to be doing a lot of damage. Zac attack, perhaps ironically falling prey to the Zac attack in the mid lane as Arvida has showed up there a few times. Dragon King, though, might be in trouble here.
Ulti just comes down. Yeah, Dragon King can't survive too much against all 4 vitals being procced. Very fed Fiora now, already completed. The Bork not going to live long through that.
I need somebody to clip me saying Dragon King might be in trouble here, as Dragon King is like 2 HP with no flash against
As it turns out, he might be in a little bit of trouble. We'll see.
This might not end well for Dragon King.
In other news, the sky is blue. More news at 11.
Exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I've been up late watching Worlds, folks, and maybe my sleep schedule is affecting my... But hang on a sec.
Comes in with the flash ulti. Unknown Shadow there as well, but our video arrives just after Zac attack with the ulti coming in, but Deadfish is going to fall down. Zizzers looks like he's going to be next. Unknown Shadow unable to get the kill, forces the flash out of Bog. Now running for his life against our video. 3-level difference from the Zac Echo. Very different story than it was early game. Running away, trying to dodge as many skill shots as he can. It's not going to go well for him, and it is going to be our video that takes the kill.
Yeah, once again, the Magi Soul Stealer has come in on Lucan, and so that is something to note. But of course, that fight did not involve Lucan. It involved mostly Arvida and Unknown Shadow chasing each other around. And once again, George Foreman Grill coming out with the more... the better situation. Scissors. Zac attack with the bait, baby.
I understand that he tried to put the word down and then cue it, but oof, that looked silly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man.
Thinking the rapid fire cannon will be enough range to avoid tower damage, but definitely was not. Lucan
Unknown
might be caught
Shadow
out
goes
again.
in on Lucan. Lucan, realizing that this is in fact not his tower, is going to shortly die right after running into it.
You know, you can get confused with Azir, right?
No,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Like all towers look the same, except for your towers.
Yeah. Dragon King did come in for the assist there, but Unknown Shadow completely denies him the assist there. And so still no kill participation coming in from the Mordekaiser, and Unknown Shadow is going to go for the Dragon, their first of the series.
Lucan is down. He has Ignite, not Teleport on this Azir, so this looks like it's going to be a free Dragon going over to them. As I say that though, Bog might have something to say. Same with Negs. They're going on with Fiora. Twisted Advance lands on Mako. Mako goes down shortly after. Nico lands a nice ultimate, but too squishy, gets bursted down. Bog gets ultied. Mordekaiser versus Maokai isn't going to last long for Mordekaiser. He is going to end up going down, but now Dragon King is going to 2v1 as Unknown Shadow comes in the side. Gets 2 procs in the passive, has to use the chrono shift right to get out. Slowed down, he's going to be chased down by Nexter. On the other side of the map, Lucan though is soloing Zakatak. Ignite is going down. The Sand Soldier is going to finish the job. Is now Unknown Shadow stuck between a rock and a hard place in the middle of the Dragon Pick. Elastic Slingshot comes in. He doesn't even have to hit as Zach flexes a little bit in the literal and metaphorical sense after killing Unknown Shadow.
Unknown Shadow had a play there. If he had a ward, he could have used his auto attack to get back over the wall, but Nagster probably would have taken him down in any case. So Unknown Shadow staying
so much damage.
Wow, yeah, that is ridiculous with that Mana Mune and Rapid Fire Cannon there. Mako already down to 1/3 HP-ish. And they're going to have to deal with this tower pressure all over the map. Is tower pressure coming by, and this game, simply does not look as close as last game. The Graves and Karma were able to make a lot of plays around the map last game, and in this game, Unknown Shadow.
Lucan not quite going down. Unknown Shadow gets the shield, but Lucan lives with a few HP as Nexter goes to dive. Bog way in deep, but not gonna have too much of a lasting impact as Nexter is now getting tagged by the tower. Or rather, Death King is being tagged by the tower, I should say, but is just gonna flash out, not trade the kill over. But looks like Mako will be. It's gonna be the sapling from the tree man that is gonna take the final deal as we see Lucan and Nagster respawn. Yeah, definitely not looking as close this game as it was before.
Yeah, absolutely not. And there just isn't the potential to scale the same way that there was last game. You're faced up against the Azir and Fiora, and it's just so difficult to deal with that in the late game if you haven't made yourself some sort of lead in the early, or at least gotten yourself some way to get back. Unknown Shadow trying his best here, but just they have complete control of his jungle. Did he steal that? Nope. And his ultimate isn't going to get him very far here.
He does chrono shift back, but the Twisted Advance finds him, locks him up. Lucan having to run away just in time. Zakatak with the ulti. Mako doesn't quite have his ulti yet. He's still running at him. Isn't going to get the kill. Elastic Slingshot comes in. He's going to... Deadfish is going to use his ulti. He's going to tag him up. Arvidia is going to respond with his ult of his own. Dragon King is going to ulti him back on the other side. Mako gets taken down by Lucan. Arvidia is going to look to die now. Passive gets popped, and it looks like his team is just going to leave him for dead. Low HP on Bog and Lucan means that the Zac is going to have a heart attack and going to go down to the Zac attack.
Yeah, Mako got really greedy there for Lucan when he was chasing after him, and then that meant Mako on the Caitlyn was way far back in that fight and got completely caught out. Yeah, like you say, if he had the ultimate, would have been able to get the kill, but it wasn't available at the time, and so he wasn't able to do anything there. So Lucan gets more kills, 300 gold bounty on him, 404, 650 bounty on Fiora, and the solo laners of GFG are far ahead in this game.
Everyone's far ahead as Nagster just goes on to Lucan, does about 20% of his HP with one ability and walks away just thinking that he's not even worth it. Things are looking very grim for Sentry.
Yep, you see what I can do? Stay away from me.
As I say that though, Lucan going very deep and just gets Caitlyn ultied.
What was that?
No one to Shurima shuffle there, except for his own brains out of his head as he gets shot there. And I get a nice kill for Mako.
Yeah, there we go. So Lucan once again overextends. We saw him do this a couple times on the Xerath. We lost the directed camera for a moment there, and we're back.
I thought
Here's
that was
Unknown
an FF
Shadow
call.
going in. No, that was just a misclick there. Unknown Shadow managing to push Nagster away, but that means the rest of them will do this Baron, but this is really slow.
This is you have a Senna with a Dusk Blade. This is not the optimal DPS though. I suppose you have 2 tanks, so it's not like you lose either.
Yeah, here's the teleport coming in. If it was just these 3, we needed some theme music for that. Some sort of bump, 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 or something like that. But
I would have went for something a little more hypey than that. But
for 3 like wet blanket champions taking down Baron at like 1 HP per second. I don't know if we save the hype music for those situations.
You could just blast Legends Never Die. Is that still a meme?
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah. I always love that.
We're gonna pivot to Dragon.
Yeah, here's the Dragon. This will go down a little bit faster.
Yeah. And then after that, it looks like it's just going to be the towers. Not really a risk for George Foreman Grill to just to siege and force fights under tower.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, folks. I had a technical difficulty just on my end. Nothing to do with the stream. But we're back, and it is 27 kills to 7. Which, is pretty indicative of how this game has been going. Double stun there onto Zach and Deadfish. And they're going to push in here now with the Baron buff. We'll see what kind of siege they're able to do. Actually, the wave clear on Sentry is quite strong, and so that will delay this a little bit.
Yeah, and I think the story of the game is just Mako really struggling. One item with the Storm Razor as opposed to Zizzers, Duskblade, Rapid Fire Cannon, Man Immune fully stacked. I think that is just
a control ward.
and a control ward. But as you see on the side of George Foreman Grill, a lot of Merc Treads, Spirit Visage on the Zac. They don't even acknowledge Mako's damage right now.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible to see.
As Mako then goes down with a quick shot from Senna, then the Sand Soldiers. Elastic Slingshot comes in, followed by the Twisted Advance. Mordekaiser's going to get locked up. Deathfish with a nice ulti, but not going to do him much good when teams this far ahead. It's going to be a quick 4-0, and they're not even going to lose someone after diving tower. Every HP above 80% as Lucan continues to dive the Nexus towers.
Yeah, they are going to go for the bottom now as it's just a nice engage there. Not too difficult to execute when you're this far ahead and you've got someone as tanky as this Zac. Although you see Arvita is building the Leandri's Torment now, and look at the damage coming through. He's going in and he's taking tower shots.
You can
Caitlyn
tell.
Will go down.
Lucan does end up living. Flashing shot, Unknown Shadow coming in, trying to go on Scissors, is able to take out Lucan as Dragon King comes in, but then gets quickly bursted down. Still Sentry Esports on the defensive, is able to get the Dark Harvest stack, and it looks like they did repel George Foreman Grill just for now.
Yep, exactly. For now, they may get out, although Unknown Shadow still on the hunt here, and we'll see if this move speed is able to do him any good. Teleport available on Dragon King, but of course he did just go down. Actually, Arvita's going back in, and I don't know about
2v1. Definitely an interesting play as Unknown Shadow dodges the Elastic Slingshot, and it's going to be an easy matter for them just to take out the rest of the passive, but they don't get it in time. Arvita gets one final Elastic Slingshot off. Not really able to do a lot with it, though.
That looked very heroic from the Zac. One last hurrah before going down. And that is the shutdown gold going over to Unknown Shadow, who will continue to try to get this build online and get some burst damage available so that, you really, if you can focus down someone like the Azir or the Senna, then you really will be able to, get something going here if you can take one of those players out of the fight. But it feels like a total impossibility right now with a 15,000 gold difference between these two teams. We do see almost no dragons. the first dragon or second dragon was taken at something like 23 minutes, and so the Dragon Soul probably not going to happen this game. Nexter gets caught. The flash in.
Alt flashes, but not quite far enough on it. Zizzers is gonna have to kite back, trying to get away from Unknown Shadow. Able to pretty easily 1v1 the Echo as the Maokai ult comes in, locking up 2 as Nexter comes in with a nice Senna ult to finish off Mako. And that's gonna be 2 kills in him.
Hey, Ziggs damage.
Zach attack with a nice ulti to take out Bog. Bog got beat like a dog, even if he is Pog there. And now it's just going to be Zizzers and Nexter trying to siege topside, but the rest of Sentry Esports has to go back to defend the base.
Yeah, so nice play there by Zach Attack to get that damage on. And yeah, they were left with pretty low health bars for George Foreman Grill after that engagement. So nice try there. But still the 2 for 1, I should say, in favor of George Foreman Grill. Here's the final push.
Shurima shuffle back on to Zach Attack, going to get him out. Dragon King brings Lucan under tower, is going to fall to the tower, but now the rest of Sentry Esports are here. Unknown Shadow going in, going to try to assassinate Zizzers, isn't quite able to do it. Has to chrono shift out, but did get Zizzers down to pretty low HP. Push, he can heal up. Oh my goodness, one auto attack dealing 45% of Unknown Shadow's HP there. And now it's just going to be a matter of hitting the tower enough to make the difference here. Mako going to step up. I wouldn't advise that. Yeah, as they back up, and so does Zizzers and the rest of his team. Just waiting it out, just waiting for the minion waves, waiting for Bog to get there. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Looks like our Vita is thinking about going in with the elastic slingshot. Deciding against it though, probably for the best.
Yep. Instead, they make an absolute mince of that Nico clone. But you do see both Zach and Maokai going for quite a bit of magic damage here. The ability power being built on both. And you see the Leandries and... Morello, hang on, here's the engage.
Slingshot, endless bounce goes on to 3 members. Maokai ult comes in, hits them all, and it's just such quick work for the side of George Foreman's Grill. They're so far ahead. They deal so much damage with a nice ulti, with a quadra kill and the ace for Zizzers. 13-1-18. He deserved to win this game. He deserved the quadra kill, and now he's taking the series home with him.
Yeah, Zizzers with the final nail in the coffin there. George Foreman Grill will once again fulfill our predictions and give Kang and Stefano each 2 more points as the series goes 2-0 in favor of George Foreman